Welcome to Revolutionary Motion, where we show you tennis from a different perspective. Are you leaning back on your forehand? Here's what you need to do to fix this issue. First of all, you have to figure out if you actually have an issue at all or not. And this you can figure out by seeing if you're actually leaning back on your forehand or if you're maybe pushing your hips forward. Now let me explain what I mean by these two things. If you are actually leaning back, meaning your body weight falls backwards, you're maybe even taking a step backwards, and you're not pushing into the ball at all, you can usually identify that by seeing if your shoulders move back and you're taking a step back while you hit. If this is your problem, you absolutely need to fix it, because that means that you don't create any power with your body going into the ball, and you're taking away a lot of the power that you create with your upper body rotation by falling backwards. So the easiest fix for this, I had to break it to you, is you step back a little bit. Because most of the time, this issue happens when the ball is either too fast for you, or you anticipate it poorly, or your movement is just not good enough. So in all three of those cases, you need to give yourself a little bit more time, so you always have the time to take a step forward into the ball, or just push your hips into the ball. And this is exactly where a leaning back motion also gets identified by a lot of people falsely. Because if you are pushing your hips into the ball, you create almost the same image. It looks like I'm leaning back, but if I push it well, I will even take a step forward. Now this means that now my body weight is actually transferring into the ball, and I create a lot more power than someone who's actually falling back or leaning back. Now, why do I create more power? Because if my hips push forward, I give my upper body an extra layer of tension, which then creates more tension in my right shoulder, and as an output of that, creates more energy going into the ball. So this is actually a preferred way of hitting that many people misidentify as leaning back. So if you're doing this and you catch yourself taking a step forward instead of falling back, you actually have nothing to fix, and people that tell you that you're leaning back are simply wrong. In conclusion, if you are taking a step backwards while you're hitting, or you catch yourself just leaning your upper body back while you're hitting because you don't have enough time, you have to fix this issue, and you need to make sure that you have more time and space to actually push yourself forward. However, if you are actually pushing your hips forward and you catch yourself taking a step forward, you know that you're actually doing the right thing despite what a lot of people might say.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.